not the things my family did. I am not the voices in my head. I am not the pieces of the brokenness inside. I am light. I am light. The mistakes that I have made, or any other things that cause me pain. I am not the pieces of the dream I left behind. I am light. I am light. I am light. I am light. The color of my eyes, I am not the skin on the outside. I am not my age, I am not my race, my soul inside is whole light. I am light. Divinity defined. I am the God on the inside. I am the star, a piece of it all. I am light.
As her name's Kaylin Devi Rose. Thank you.
Thank you, Kaylin. Thank you, music team. I just want to say I'm happy to be back. We had a really good time, and one of the things I learned about my roommate and my driving mate is that we love the same music, we love to sing, and we were dancing on the way home in the car. So we had a really good time. The title of my talk is called The Road to Enlightenment, starts here. When I was playing around with the title for the talk, I thought about calling it Don't Chase the Wind, or You're Not Your Thoughts, or something to that order. A saying of the wind, or Don't Chasing the Wind, is a saying from Ecclesiastes. It's a metaphor about futile activities, a theme that runs through the book of Ecclesiastes. Ecclesiastes chapter 1, verse 14, it says, I've seen all things that are done under the sun. All of them are meaningless, a chasing of the wind. Chasing of the wind, King Solomon, who wrote Ecclesiastes, learned that pursuing meaningless goals, things that don't have eternal significance, is a waste of time. He finds wisdom when we get out of our own way, when we get out of the ego's way, or when we get the ego out of the way. Sorry. Many of you know that I just published a book, The Recovery Warrior, this past month. And I think with a lot of writers, they put the book aside just to kind of let it grow, I guess, and that's what I did. But unfortunately, COVID happened, and you guys know the story. So for 3 years, I didn't look at the book. When I picked it up before I published the book, I didn't know, but I was actually looking for a place called Unity, and I didn't know it. Do you ever realize that you are on a spiritual journey without even knowing it? And you walk into a place of remembrance like this, and suddenly you remember who you are? That's what happened with me. Both Unity and my book speaks about spiritual freedom, which is interesting because we're just celebrating the 4th of July in 2 weeks, or 2 days. We talk a lot about spiritual freedom here in Unity. Many people walking through these doors are looking for spiritual freedom. Think about what it means to find a place that is open and accepting of everyone. We believe in the oneness of all here in this church. In the Bible, there's 54 verses addressing freedom. So what is spiritual freedom? Spiritual freedom is our birthright. Nothing can keep us bound or imprisoned when we know the truth of who we are. Yet, the Bible says a lot about spiritual freedom, and only a few people ever find it. Why is that? Why is that? If we're saying that those who have spiritual freedom know the truth of who we are, what is that truth? Panache Dasi tells us that the truth is we are love. We are divine. An essence of divine magnificence lives at our core. If we look at the words divine magnificence, metaphysically, divine mind is the idea of universal unity and love as seen through a prism of inspired intellect. Charles Fillmore, our founder, says, in Christian healing, love is universal unity. Universal love is defined as unconditional love for all existence. Now, many of us grew up with conditional love. That was true, certainly in my family of origin. The concept of universal love is foreign to many of us. And I think Charles Fillmore took it a step further when he said that this unconditional love is for all life. All life. The planet, the animals, the trees, the flowers, the birds, you and me. Wow, who says that anymore? This is what I'm learning here at Unity. The other thing I have learned by coming to Unity is that we are not the agreements that someone has spoken over us. We're not the judgment. We're not the pain. We're not the hurt, and yet we play those tapes over and over again in our head. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Let's take a breath. I see you. I see every single one of you. And when we learn to live from here, our world changes. Take another breath. If we want to learn to live from the heart, the place where God lives, we need to remember the truth of who we are. If God is love, we would live in a place of love. We would remember, and whatever happens outside of us, it doesn't matter. However, when we take everything personally, because we're programmed to pay attention primarily to the things outside of us, we get lost. We get lost in our thoughts. But when we start to live from the heart, you realize that everything is happening for you. You realize that everything's happening in your life for you. The people who show up in your life is here for you. The divorce that you went through, the pain that you got from your father's rejection is happening for you. Or the things that your mother said that didn't matter is happening for you. Sorry, Mom. The person ahead of you in traffic, we call them traffic angels, that are going really slow, is happening for you. Wayne Dyer would always say that this is your test. Everyone is happening for you. The person sitting next to you is here for you, to tell you the truth of who you are. I want you to do me a favor and turn to the person next to you and look into their eyes. Go ahead, turn to the person next to you and look into their eyes. And if you're not sitting next to someone, find someone and meet their gaze. Go ahead, don't look at me, Look at somebody else. And I want you to repeat after me. Keep looking at them. Repeat after me. And I see you. I see the God in you. I see the love of who you are. Do that again. I see you. I see the God in you. I see the love of who you are. Let's do it one more time because I almost believe you. I see you. I see the God in you. I see the love of who you are. Take a breath. The concept of law of mind and of action means that we have the power to redirect our thoughts. We are not the mercy of our thoughts, although it may feel that way. We know the law of mind in action that we focus on increases. So everything that you focus on increases. If we want to change the way I think, if I wanted to change the way I think, I wouldn't tell me that it was dumb or stupid, right? So, because the mind doesn't know what is true or false unless we give emotional vibration to that idea. The main premise of the law of mind of action is that the whole universe is alive with cosmetic intelligence. The whole universe is infinite, creative mind at work. Mind gives birth to thoughts, and we use those thoughts to create. Now think about it. Eric Butterworth said, and I think it was Eric Butterworth, don't quote me, but he said that we should use our thoughts and digest them like they were food, so we don't hold on to those. Am I right, teacher? It was Eric Butterworth? Okay. Now I want you to close your eyes and just trust me, close your eyes. And I want you to point to yourself. Now when you open up your eyes, look around the room and notice that no one is pointing to their head. You are not your thoughts, right? You are not your thoughts. Michael Singer, who wrote The Untethered Soul, says the way we obtain spiritual freedom, teachers and gurus tell us that we need to release our psyche from being trapped by our ego. Because we don't know, we get stuck there. As you know, that causes more grief and pain. What I've learned through writing my book is that we can't go around our pain. We have to go through it. For example, when I was getting acupuncture for the first time, the acupuncturist says, Michael, the pin's going to go in. It's going to twist. If you feel the pain, breathe into it. When we have painful thoughts, we breathe into them. So much of life is wrapped up with not wanting to feel that pain. So we try to go around the pain. We know that. We know the feeling. We try to go around and it doesn't work. We always have to come back around it. We need to instead face that pain head on and walk into that pain. In the Bible, there's a story of Martha and Mary. I love the story. They were sisters to a guy named Lazarus. The sisters sent word to Jesus that their brother Lazarus was about to die. We all know the story. It takes Jesus just a few days longer just to reach Judea. By the time Jesus gets there, Lazarus is already dead. He's been dead 3 days. He probably stinks by now. Mary is not happy with Jesus. She grieves at Jesus' feet, saying, Mary says to Jesus, if you had been here, if you would have just been here, you could have healed him. How many times have we said that? If you would have just done this, or if you would have just took the right turn instead of the left turn, this wouldn't have happened. Sometimes cause and effects are not as straightforward as we see in the story of Lazarus. We're always about where God is. If God is not here, then how can I move past my pain? Many of us get stuck. What I have learned here at Unity is wherever I am, God is. Repeat after me. Wherever I am, God is. Good, church. What that tells me is that we're not our own pain. We're not our suffering. We are not the hurt Here at Unity, there's something magnificent within you. When we realize this, our life transforms. I'm not saying this that your pain ceases to exist. I'm not being Pollyanna. However, we don't have to be defined by our pain. In the book, A Power of Vulnerability, Chris Harden explains that the problem with pain is that it isolates us and forces us to retreat in ourselves. Come on, come on. Uh-oh, I think I lost it. There we go. Oh no, my computer. Huh? But we're not our pain, and we're not our suffering, right? Okay. So, oh man, I can't fix it. So anyway, I am. Okay. Thank you. So if we're not our pain, then who are we? We're love. We are grace. And we find ways to live and navigate through that. Now, since I don't have my ending where I want to end, I had a list of things for you to write down, and I don't remember exactly. But I want you to remember that you are not your thoughts. So when you get up in the morning, remember to examine your thoughts. Examine where those thoughts are coming from. If you're feeling those thoughts, understand where it's coming from and ask the source, why are we having this? I will close. We're going to get food early. I want to say something to you. I want to say that I've been expecting you my whole entire life. I've been expecting you my whole entire life for this very moment to tell you that you are love and you mean the world to me. Namaste. Well, thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4.
You've been trying to put me in a box, saying this is it, you'll never be enough. Take those dreams and put them on a shelf. And for many years I was holding back, thinking I should be more like this and that. But then I saw the real truth of it all. No, I am not who you think I am. I am so much more. I am one with Source. I am infinite, limitless, powerful, abundant, complete from the start. Creator of all I am, that I am. Oh yes, I am, that I am. I've been stuck in thoughts, doing it their way. Didn't listen to the things my heart would say, letting fear take over and decide. But then I realized that the choice was mine. Oh, I could feel a shift and I began to shine, living an empowered, beautiful life. Oh, I am not who you think I am. I am so much more. I am one with Source. I am infinite, limitless, powerful, abundant, complete from the start. Creator of all I am, that I am. Oh yes, I am, that I am. am not who you think I am. I am so much more. I am one with source. I am limitless, infinite, powerful, abundant, complete from the start, creator of all.
Thank you, Kaylin.